Hey guys, this week we're going to be redoing this fireplace brick wall.
I'm Sarah, and this is Travis. We've moved 7 times in the last 6 years and are currently renovating our 3rd house with our 3 boys and our Old English sheepdog. Follow along as we renovate our house and raise our boys.
That's him!
Subscribe and join us on our next adventure.
So if you remember, like probably 2 years ago, we did the fireplace upstairs. And that one we did more of a German schmear look where I sanded off some of the mortar once it was on. This one we're going to do more of a slurried look where it's just solid. So we're doing this as a practice for our exterior because we have some of this same brown brick on it, and so we're going to test this out and see if this is what we want to do on the outside. So for this mix we're going to use, oh, it's upside down.
I can't flip it. I cut it already.
Yeah, that's okay. So this is from Lowe's. If you can read it, it's just large tile stone mortar. Just looking for like a thin set or a mortar. And I'm actually going to test mixing it with some paint to see if I can tint the color a little bit.
Yep.
That's way too much.
Do some more.
Just as a side note, this bag of mortar cost like $30 at Lowe's, and I think we used 1 full bag for this whole fireplace. So this is a really inexpensive way to make over your fireplace.
Whoa.
I think we need to add quite a bit more paint. That paint didn't seem to do much. Let's see what that does.
I tried to Google if this would work and I never really got a straight answer, so we'll let you guys know.
One of the reasons we decided to go with mortar on the fireplace is because mortar is fire and heat resistant, where if you were to just paint, most paints are not safe to use on a fireplace. You have to get a specialized fireplace paint, and even then it's not recommended to use inside the box of the fireplace, which we don't have in this fireplace, but we do have on our fireplace upstairs.
Okay, so I got it all finished on that part. I'm not going to do this bottom part quite yet. If you can see, it turned out pretty rough. And to be honest with you, I cannot remember if that's how the other fireplace was or not, because I did that like 2 years ago, I think. So I was planning anyway on needing to just kind of sand it or knock off the high parts. If not, I can always sand it way down and add more of the mortar, or I can always paint over it as well. So there's lots of options with this. That's kind of why I like doing it. Is it super forgiving? Okay guys, so in this batch of mud that we mixed up, we did not add any paint because we are out of paint. So I'm curious to see, it looks a little bit gray, if you can see, but it's supposed to dry white. So we'll compare it to this white and see how it turns out. See if it looks the same or different. And that way you guys can know if adding the paint to the mortar made a difference or if it just doesn't matter. Worst case scenario, I can always just put paint over the mortar after it's dried if it is a different color. Now that the top's done, I have to do the front of this fireplace here. And I saw a little tip. I can't even remember where I saw it now, but what they did was basically took like either a plastic bag or if you have like a piping bag, and you fill the mortar in here and then cut the corner off to fill the deep cracks. You can see how deep those grout lines, or whatever they're called, mortar, brick, something, I don't know. But one of the hardest parts of doing this is to get the mortar to go all the way into those cracks. And so I'm going to try this little tip and see if it works, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I've got it all filled in, and I've got the corner cut off, and we're going to try it. Okay, so I got this little test section done. It filled in so easy. So now I'm going to try taking my trowel, I think it's called, and then putting the mortar over the top and seeing if it all stays in, if it works good. Okay, so maybe you guys noticed that I wasn't using my bag tricks just now, and that is because I forgot you have to twist it to keep all the pressure down here, and when I did not twist it, it came up here and popped this seal and made a huge mess all over my hands and was kind of a disaster. So make sure you twist it, keep it all down here at the end. So here it is all done. We still need to do some sanding on the bottom part and some touch-up paint and caulk and all that, but you get the idea. It's just a pretty quick and easy fireplace makeover, and it makes it feel a lot bigger and brighter in here, having all that brown brick covered up. And honestly, overall, I can't really tell a huge difference between this top part where we added the paint in the mortar, and then this bottom part where we just did the straight mortar. So other than I feel like the top part is a little bit rougher, I feel like it kind of made a different texture than the bottom. And so in the future, I don't think I'd try to add paint. I think I would just stick with the straight mortar. Okay guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.